When I moved to Adelaide, I spent the first year mostly alone by myself. I I for the first 10 days when I got here, I was living in a Airbnb because I wanted some time to figure out my living situation. And I found a 7 bedroom house. It's a share house, and I live here. There are 7 of us that live here, and I still live here. It's been almost a year and a half now, but the first 1 year I essentially spent by myself in the room. Needed to do that. I spent time staring at the wall. I had never spent time by myself like that. I had never been able to sit silently with myself. I did go out. I mean, initially, I didn't even have a car. I used to travel by bus. I would go to Glenelg Beach and I would buy a bag of nectarines and I would sit on the beach or on the grass, and that would be my lunch. And sometimes I would cook something and take it with me in a box, and I would eat that, and then I would take a nap under the trees. And I did a lot of that because I didn't just want to sit in the room or sleep for too long. I wanted to be out in nature, but I was by myself. And to me, it felt like for the first time in my life, I had actually given myself permission to slow down and take a break from the what felt like relentless hustle. I moved here when I was 44. I'm 45 now, and I feel like that was the first time at 44 that I had taken a break. I can't believe I'm actually talking about this. Um, Eventually, uh, Robin gave me a car, uh, and he was like, "Oh, if you have a shoot in the Barossa, how are you going to travel there? Because the bus is going to take 2 or 3 hours." And that car changed my life essentially because I suddenly had access and I could go wherever I wanted. I didn't have to, wait for a bus, or if the bus took an extra half an hour to arrive, I didn't have to just stand there at the bus stop. Or if it was raining, I didn't have to worry about that. And yeah, and then I would just take the car and I would go to all these parks. And Adelaide has a lot of small green spaces all over the city. It's like every 10 blocks you have something. And I would dress up and I would again take like a picnic lunch with me, a sheet and a tripod, and I would go and do like self portraits. And I would go to the beach, and traveling by car was also cheaper than taking public transport. And I did meet people. I met some people, not a lot, but I didn't really feel like meeting a lot of people. So I don't think I actually connected with too many people because I feel like I kept them at arm's length because I felt like I needed to spend time with myself, to get to know myself better, because I don't think I'd really had that chance before that. Um, uh, and yeah, I I took that chance after I moved here. And I'm not crying because I'm sad. I'm crying because I can't believe I did it. I moved here with one backpack and one suitcase, and honestly, no plan. I didn't know anyone in Adelaide. I didn't know what I was going to do. And I mean, I did come to a point where I completely ran out of my savings, and I'm currently living on some of my investments. And I mean, now it's changed. 2026 has changed everything. I mean, in that 1 year that I was here, I did one brand assignment, like content assignment, and it was nice. It's a great brand. They wanted me to create a reel for Diwali because they wanted to target, Indian customers. It paid really well, and I did do photography assignments also, but they were like maybe twice a month. I signed up on this website called bark.com where you pay to buy credits, and then people who Google saying looking for a photographer in Adelaide, they would come to Bark because Bark has an ad. And then that lead, if you wanted to buy that lead, you had to buy it with those credits. And essentially I was barely even breaking even. Like I would spend $600 to get, I don't know, X number of credits, and then I would get assignments that were like $250 for a family portrait shoot. And I'm grateful for that opportunity. I'm really glad I was able to do that because I was able to build a local portfolio. But coming from where I was in India in terms of work and the kind of brands I'd worked with and the kind of shoots I'd done, felt like it felt very isolating. It Sometimes it felt like maybe I should go back because this isn't really working. Yeah, the first year was very, very interesting.